Are you ready?
A Shot of Wrestling, episode 348. And away we go.
Is that the message you got? We about to go live. Are you ready to rock? So take a shot. Oh, so take a shot. Oh, yeah. I'm a street breaker. I'm a heartbreaker. This is my dawn. I'm a Ramon Razor. Strict land ain't your boy. About to seek and destroy. It's an SOW. Let me hear you make noise. Take a shot, boy. Is that the message you got? We about to go live. Are you ready to rock? So take a shot.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of A Shot of Wrestling. I'm your host at Michael J. Putty, joined, as always, Mr. Marcus Schwann III. Marcus, how you doing, buddy? How's your face feeling?
Oh, it just took you, like, what? Just a few seconds to just dive right into that, huh?
I'm waiting like 2 weeks to do this. For those of you who don't know, Mark Schwann got sprayed in the face with, was it poisonous mist? Was it just mist? What was it?
Vicky still has not clarified. Actually,
okay, but did
it,
how did it feel? Did it burn? Did it sting?
It hurt like a bitch, Putty.
Nice.
It hurt like a bitch.
Worse than Coxsackie?
Oh, it's up there.
Wow, that's saying something.
And it's up there, yeah. Vicious Vicky and I, we have a lot to work out. Obviously, she still got the win, which is great. But she was obviously not happy with me for.
No,
I mean, I didn't necessarily. I didn't necessarily even like interfere on her behalf. Like Ultraviolet essentially called me out, and there I am, like
you have to get on the
defending
apron.
myself.
You have to get on the apron.
Yeah, no, I had to get an apron. She called me out. I had to get an apron.
You didn't have to. No, you didn't have to. You just stayed on the spot in the corner like you're supposed to.
Oh yeah, okay, and just continue to get chewed out.
Yes.
She's berating my client. No,
yeah.
Like I'm Vicky's manager. I need to say something. I need to speak up. Valet. No, I'm not a valet. Stop.
Okay.
But anywho, yeah. And then that happened. The accident of Vicky's part. If anything, I should be mad at her, but I'm not. Hey, accidents happen. And yeah, she's aggravated. So we got to work this out. Queen of the North 5, and it was April 20th. But like, hey, listen, the days, the weeks, they go by fast. And Queen of the North, it's usually a big opponent for the women's championship. So we got to get on the same page and fast.
How's everything else going? Finally, January is over. Took forever.
Yeah. Right? Longest month ever.
Seriously, right?
Do you remember January ever being this long? I don't.
No. But I do remember last year, January sucked. I hated January. A lot of shit happened. I fucking hated January. And I first thought it was me. But then I see everybody else on social media is posting how the January sucked. Now I'm thinking, January's taking forever, dude. Like, come on, Jesus. And then everyone else is posting how long January is taking. So it's not just me. The whole world is thinking January took forever. If it didn't for you, congratulations. But yeah, it's like,
right? I want to be that person. No, January it didn't necessarily suck per se.
BCW was like 2 weeks ago.
BCW
was like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
I felt like 2 months ago.
Yeah, it feels like forever ago. Yeah, I know. I know. But like, yeah, I mean, everything's going at snail pace right now. Even like production right now, things are starting to come back slowly but surely. It's not just me. At one point, I thought it was me. I'm like, why are the auditions not coming in? Like, what's going on right now? Is it me? But no, a lot of other actors I talked to, it's the same. And managers, cast directors saying, hang tight. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. So yeah, I mean, like with all that too, like it's been going really slow.
Well, it's over with. New month. Let's start this over again. Happy New Year.
Our birthday month.
Yes, it is.
You're not as enthused as I am. Like, I love my birthday. You hate your birthday.
I don't hate it. I just don't like doing anything. And last year I got roped into doing something with my 40th. And this year I'm hoping nothing happens.
Well, are we gonna go to karaoke? We've been doing that usually the last few years.
Yeah, we can do that. Unfortunately on a Tuesday. So not many people can come out to join us, but yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, whatever. Keep it simple. Keep it small. It's always a good time.
Yeah, always a good time with the governor.
Yeah, but usually like one of us suffers when we hang out with the governor, though.
Yeah. Not last time. Not at BCW. We walked away skate 3. Well, I actually ended up with COVID. I could blame the governor for that one too, right?
Yeah, I guess you could. I guess you could.
Damn. I got to think about this now.
Hey, listen, I mean, it's always a good time. It's always a good time. AJ Pan's karaoke. What's the name of the place again?
1-1.
1-1. Thank you. 1-1 every Tuesday. AJ Pan does this.
You know where it's located?
It's to the Lower East Side in Manhattan.
I don't know, but it's on the corner of 1-1. Hence the name. First Avenue, First Street. And I get confused.
Great spot.
A bar we used to go to all the time in college days was called On and One. So I'm always calling it by the wrong name, but thankfully you got it right because I would have called it by the On and One. But 1-1.
You know,
Tuesday nights, 9:00.
You know, it's funny. I invited an actor friend of mine to go with me, like the last time I went.
Jason Statham?
And I'm not saying the name. Oh. Anywho, she has the name. I said 101, and she's like, "Oh, the acting studio," because there is an acting studio called 1-1 as well.
Oh, okay. Is it in the vicinity?
And it's in the city. Yeah,
no, in the vicinity.
It's in Midtown though.
Oh, okay.
No, Midtown. So there was a confusion there in that, but yeah. Hey, if you guys want to join us, we haven't picked a date yet, but it's going to be this month. Shot of Wrestling Faithful, join us out for our birthdays at 101 with the governor, AJ Pan. Let's do some birthday shots. Let's go.
You want to drink this time? You want to hold on to your phone?
I can say the same for you, bro.
I held on to my phone. I lost it in the cab. I didn't leave it somewhere. I left it in the cab like an asshole.
Me too. We both left ours. Yeah. I didn't run for it. I missed that boat.
Well, I have work the next day. I can't take off work because I just started, so I won't be going to Horde, but we'll go. Tuesday night.
Same. Wink. Same.
1-1. Somewhere in the city. I don't know what location is. But before Mark starts talking about another actor friend of his, let's get into what's trending. Speaking of what's trending brought to you by Karaoke with the Governor on 1-1. Tuesday nights, 9:00 Eastern. Marcus, what was trending this week?
Is he paying us? Anywho.
He has to now.
Right. So some news broke out here about
if you hear beeps or dead air, I had to edit all that stuff out because the check didn't clear.
Good point.
Thank you.
Malachi Black and Buddy Matthews were trending quite a bit. Zero News at News Zero. Meltzer on the Wrestling Observer Radio stated Buddy Matthews and Malachi Black are heading to WWE as soon as they're legally able to. Now, I think they do have some time left in their contract, Buddy. But it does lead me to ask this. WWE roster is stacked right now. I think we could all agree on that.
So
from a head to more superstars than ever. Like, the Royal Rumble, there were no legends in the women's or the men's just because of how deep the roster is. With that being said, is there even a spot open for Malachi Black and Buddy Matthews?
Let me jump to TV real quick. You know what I noticed tonight on SmackDown?
What's that?
6 tag teams in action, 7 featured on the show. That's insane. I cannot remember the last time there was that many tag teams featured on one show. A 2-hour show, nonetheless.
Right.
I'm looking forward to Monday night to see what this Fatal 4-Way is in tag teams. I can only think of maybe 2 tag teams on Raw. If they come together as a tag team, there's a spot open for them. Individually, I am not too sure where they fit in. Especially with this, everything's, like you said, stacked. Everything's crowded. All the title pictures crowded. Neither one of these guys are main eventers right now, so they won't go to the title picture. Maybe mid-card. There's no secondary title. That'll be a third title. I don't know. I think there is a spot as a tag team. One-on-one, I don't know.
It's a shame because they are talented wrestlers.
Oh, yeah, phenomenal.
You know, this has nothing to do with their ability. And I hope anyone that's listening to this or watching this doesn't think that I am knocking their ability when I ask the question. It's just, I think we're in unprecedented times in wrestling. There's so many people in WWE, AEW, Impact, NWA, MLW, the independent level, Shimmer, New Japan.
TNA.
So many talented wrestlers out there. And it doesn't seem like there's a spot for all of them, which is wild.
No, of course not. There's only so many cooks you have in the kitchen.
Right. And the problem with now here comes a little critique over Aleister Black and Buddy Matthews. And I could even probably say the same for Andrade. You know, you were in WWE and you didn't get over. for whatever reason, right? You go to AEW looking for greener pastures, hoping to get more over there, and it doesn't happen. What makes you think going back to WWE it's going to be any different?
It's a good question. Especially since those guys did not have really standout careers in WWE. You know, Aleister Black had that rivalry with somebody in his eye. Was that his biggest feud? Somebody hurt his eye or something like that?
Yeah.
That's what carried over to
Malachi Black, yeah.
AEW. Buddy Matthews was Rey Mysterio's daughter's boyfriend for a minute. So their careers in WWE did not really have anything too memorable. But they're doing a good job in AEW. So maybe it's a risk. It's a gamble going back to WWE. It's a whole different corporate structure over there. You know, it's not one guy calling the shots anymore. I don't know, man. It's going to be a gamble. They're in a good spot here in AEW. They got a good faction going. They seem to be over-ish,
but like, you know, it's not. They're not necessarily like in a prime spot per se.
But there's also more options because they can be a tag team. They can go for the TNT title, but there's also that trios title which they held.
Yeah,
so there's more options here. It's just I don't know if I would take that gamble if I was them right now because in the position that they are in, like you said. The roster in WWE, where do they fit in? If not a tag team, I don't know. I don't see one.
Yeah, because you're right. They do seem to have more of a place. It may not be the place they want to be, but they do have more of a place in AEW.
Yeah.
And WWE is just like, it's good luck. You know, like, and I mean that with, like, you know, the utmost respect. It's like, seriously, it's just like, I've never seen anything like this. As far as like talent wise goes, maybe they try their hand at Impact. I don't know.
TNA. Don't want shirt. TNA.
TNA. Excuse me. TNA. I gotta get used to that.
Maybe just you said there's time left in their contracts. Let's see what they do with Andrade.
Right.
Because he's now.
Well, Andrade. Yeah, I was about to get to that. Do you think Andrade is gonna go to a different gear in his second run WWE now?
I hope so.
I hope so too. Yeah,
I was going to say I think so, but I'm hoping so. I think Triple H is a big fan of him, so he has the right guy backing him. I don't think Vince was.
Charlotte Flair's husband.
Yeah, that helps. I feel bad for Ric Flair though. Went over there to hopefully manage him, and now.
Right.
But I like Andrade. I'm excited to see what they do with him. Hopefully he can succeed, and that could be like a precursor. Oh, they did good with Andrade. He made a spot for him. Let me go over there and try to replicate that and make a spot for myself as well.
Yeah. I'm surprised it's not going to be with Zelina Vega, but, you know, maybe that's what he needs. So maybe he just needs a clean, fresh, you know, Control-Alt-Delete reset here. And I wish him the best. I hope he knocks it out of the park.
They were separate before he left. So, like, it's not like he's just going right back to her. They were broken up for a while. They were doing their own thing. And now she's with the LWO unless they want to put him in there somehow?
No. But anywho, buddy, we can go on about this.
One more thing. Let's talk about Andrade real quick. That came to my mind. They've been looking for a replacement for Rey Mysterio, for the new, like, the Latino star.
Yeah. They've been looking for that forever.
They got a lot of options now. LWO, Legado del Fantasma. The Latin representation is amazing right now. It's a great time for them. They're doing a good job over there. Real quick. Thank you.
Thank you for that, buddy. All right, moving on here. Going to
one more thing.
Oh man, going to the big news. CM Punk. God, I feel like WrestleMania. I forgot which WrestleMania it was years ago, where it seems like it was kind of cursed. You see like a lot of injuries happening. I feel like this is starting off the same way. Our WrestleOps, CM Punk suffered a significant injury during the Royal Rumble this past weekend. Within the WWE, the speculation was a torn triceps. His exact injury was unconfirmed by those in WWE, past many confirming the injury, and that as of right now, the plan is to have him on the show from Tampa to address the nature of the injury. Obviously, that happened. There was a spot in the Rumble where the referee checked on Punk, and he told the referee, "My triceps." That was according to the Wrestling Observer. Putty, you know, I feel like it was an obvious answer considering all the things that happened throughout the week, but talking to you as we prep the show may not be the case. Who do you think should take Punk's spot at WrestleMania?
This guy tore his tricep, right, early on, and still finished with 10.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Respect.
The elevator was stuck at my job today. I had to climb 6 flights of stairs. By the 4th, I almost fucking passed out. I don't know how this man was able to push on with the pain that he was experiencing. We talked about it with Cody Rhodes. Maybe it was just a pure adrenaline. But damn, these guys are fucking beasts.
And essentially had like a one-on-one match with Cody Rhodes at the end there. It was like a nice homage, if anything, to Undertaker and Shawn Michaels Royal Rumble years past. Yeah, I couldn't tell he was injured.
No,
at all.
I was surprised to hear the news the next day. I did not see it. Of course, going to the replay and pointing it out, pushing it right in my face. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
But watching it live, I did not see it. And props to them. God bless them. Amazing. Purely amazing. I don't know who takes his spot. It's going to be Seth Rollins, even if... Is he guaranteed to wrestle WrestleMania? I know there's a maybe, but I'm assuming he is cleared by WrestleMania, or they wouldn't be saying yet.
It sounds like he is going to be good to go, but I just don't know like at what level of Seth Rollins we're going to get. Because keep in mind, his back's still messed up. Now his knee. Like I was thinking, like if Seth Rollins and CM Punk is going to be the match at WrestleMania, that it might be like some sort of street fight. That it may not be that wrestling classic they were expecting to see, but the street fight would kind of make more sense because of the tension between the two, and the history there. Now I'm not too sure what's going to happen.
Yeah, it seems like it's going to be Elimination Chamber this month, a couple weeks, to determine the number one contender. I'm looking forward to who the competitors will be. I'm assuming one of those names is going to be Drew McIntyre, and that's the first name that's coming to my mind.
Well, do we definitely have a men's Elimination Chamber?
I'm just guessing. That's assuming
because
now you have a championship with no number one contender, and we need one. So
let's. I mean, okay. This is why I kind of want to throw away the run sheet because we're over the map here. So the Rock, or we're messing with TV right now. The Rock obviously is going to face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes won the Royal Rumble. So where is the need for Elimination Chamber for the Mets?
Well, he picked Roman Reigns. He said, I'm picking you, but just not at WrestleMania. Now, there's no reports suggesting that Roman Reigns is going to wrestle in Australia.
Yeah, he's not scheduled to be at Elimination Chamber, right?
Unless this is just a big change of events because of CM Punk injury and card subject to change.
Right. I think CM Punk injury messed everything up.
I would hope it's Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns in Elimination Chamber. Cody wins, and Cody goes into WrestleMania as champion. We have Rock, Roman Reigns, one-on-one. Because we talked about it last time we talked about it. It does not need to be for the title. This is not for the championship. This is for pride, for the family position, head of the table. We don't need to fucking waste time putting the title on the line when we know Roman Reigns is not going to lose to The Rock for the championship.
Roman Reigns is not going to be at the Elimination Chamber, though. That's not happening.
Again, cards up to the change. Everything's in a whirlwind right now because of what happened with CM Punk. That threw all the fucking plans out the window. So I would not be surprised if things do change. I don't see it happening because that's a big change to make last minute. But if it is needed, I would see that would be the place to do it because Cody said not at WrestleMania, but then where else? You're going to wait till after WrestleMania? You're going to cash in at SummerSlam?
Okay. We have a lot to tie in there with that. Let's circle back to CM Punk real fast. CM Punk, this is like what, his fourth major injury since coming back from this hiatus, right?
I think third, yeah. He tore his left tricep. This is his right tricep left in AEW. This is the right one now.
And then there was some sort of foot thing, right?
Yeah.
Too.
That was when he got suspended.
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think the future stands for CM Punk at this point? Like, has he completely lost his shot at main eventing WrestleMania?
No.
Do you?
No. I just think you're more protective of him going into WrestleMania. We'll see.
How can you be more protective of him? The dude didn't wrestle at all. He had one match against Dominic Mysterio. That was not on TV.
I think that's the problem. There's not enough.
He didn't have enough reps.
Yeah, if that makes sense. I didn't know what he's doing behind the scenes. I didn't know what he's doing in the Performance Center. I didn't know what he's doing in his own time. But they said there's nothing like actually being in the ring bell to bell. I understand holding him off for TV because you have to. But now that debut is done, next time he comes back, give him more weekly in-ring action. I think the body just shut down on him because it wasn't used to, especially that length of time for a match. How long was he in the Rumble for? So I see come back, give him more in-ring time. I think that might help him, if that makes any sense. I'm not good with science.
Yeah, we're not scientists here, but moving on, Putty, we have a lot to talk about here. Let's go on to this subject. You're going to like this one. Trick Williams. Dude.
What?
The man is killing it.
Oh, yeah, man.
Can
I just say I just love Booker T when he's singing along with the entrance. Highlight of the night in NXT.
Booker T is a gem. The WWE
yeah, we said it. All those haters.
Can I finish? Can I even start?
Go for it.
Okay. The WWE
like Booker
SmackDown
T, though.
creative team. Okay. You want to throw this all off the rails,
yes.
don't you? The WWE SmackDown creative team was blown away by the reaction Trick Williams got on the show when he made the save for Carmelo Hayes. The belief among some influential people in the company now is that Williams has future WrestleMania main eventer potential. That's according to House of Wrestling. That's a huge statement right there. Putty, is Trick Williams a WrestleMania main eventer? Your thoughts?
Yes. He has everything. The look, the in-ring abilities only getting better. The microphone skills are getting better. The crowd's behind him already.
So, that's the thing.
Yeah, it's just depending on how he gets over in the main roster. What they do with him is, again, your favorite line, creative. When he gets to the main roster, what the fans treat him, how the fans treat him, once he breaks away officially from Carmelo Hayes, what creative has for him. If they push him to the moon, great. Yes. If they have nothing for him and he stalls in the mid-card, if that, or he ends up on main event, or Superstars, if that's still around. But the potential is there.
Around?
The potential is there, and I would like to see that happen in years' time.
Yeah, I mean, it's wild. I don't think I ever heard that label thrown out from the NXT so fast. You know, like Trick Williams only had one appearance at SmackDown. That was just to make a save for Carmelo Hayes. And based on the reaction, although it was a huge, massive pop, I will agree with that. I think Trick Williams, that's the biggest thing he has on his side. I mean, everything he said is true. I mean, he does have the look. He can talk the talk. He's very good in the ring. I do think he does need some fine tuning still.
Of course, yeah.
I think it's like that label, WrestleMania main eventer. That to me, that means you're the guy. That means you're getting the WWE 2K cover. That means you're going to all these appearances. That means World Championship. That means you're the face of the company. That's what that says to me when you're a WrestleMania main eventer. Trick Williams, does he have potential to be that? Absolutely. I think he does. But like that label to be thrown around right now, I think they're using that too loose right now. I mean, like they got to rope that in.
Because the sentence says main eventer potential. You said it.
Potential.
The potential is there. Yeah. So
The
they're not calling him a main eventer.
there.
It's just the potential is there. He's a total package. It's just how he goes on to the main roster. We'll see what happens. The potential is there.
Right.
So right now, I will agree with that statement. Yes.
Like, yeah, he's.
Man.
I think it's like a slight overreaction, but it's a realistic overreaction, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. I'll put it there. Plus, the huge pop on SmackDown could have been because, one, it was sort of a surprise.
Yeah.
And he was saving a fan favorite against two evil people who people hate.
Where was that? That was in Florida, right?
I don't remember.
SmackDown?
I would imagine so, yeah. But Tampa. It was on Tampa. Was it Tampa? Orlando? I don't fucking remember. It was near Tampa.
So like, that's near like NXT base right there. Those are NXT
was it Miami?
fans.
It was somewhere in Florida. You're right. I have no fucking... No. New Orleans.
It was New Orleans.
Yes.
Okay, I take that back. I think if you were to do that again, right, get the same reaction in another SmackDown setting, and followed by another. If he consistently gets that, and he does get an NXT, but if he consistently gets it in the main roster, then I think we're on to something. I will say this though, Putty, and this might be a bold take. I think Trick Williams has greater potential than Carmelo Hayes.
Why is that? Size?
I think size does play a factor there. I think Trick Williams has more of that factor, and Carmelo Hayes is so damn good. Don't get me wrong here, but I think Trick Williams just is more complete than Carmelo Hayes.
I feel like Carmelo's better on the mic than Trick. I think that helps him.
It does help him, but like, I feel like Trick Williams looks more of the part. If you want to talk about like which one has a greater potential to be the face of the company, I think Trick Williams looks more of the part than Carmelo Hayes.
Because why? Just size alone? I mean, that's a big part. But is it the size? Because he's taller?
The size. I think the size alone helps. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Can't argue that.
Like, I mean, you look at Roman Reigns, right? Big fucking dude, star of the company, right? The Rock, big fucking dude. He was star of the company. Like Shawn Michaels smaller in stature, checked off a lot of boxes. And like, I think a lot of us can sit here and say Shawn Michaels is the best of all time. Mm-hmm. But like Shawn Michaels never hit the same superstardom as the other wrestlers I mentioned.
We'll see I'm going to look forward to the ride either way. Both of them.
And hey, I mean, like if Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams has like a long-standing rivalry all throughout the years, we all win there for that.
Yep, absolutely. They pull the trigger on it. They've been teasing it for too long.
Right. Yeah, it's been a little too long.
It's got to be the Sunday. It's got to be the Sunday at Vengeance Day, the finals of the Dusty Cup. Something's got to explode here.
Let's wrap that up, right? But moving on here, Putty.
That's what she said.
Going on. What's that?
What? Let's go on. Next.
Oh, actually, no. That's it. That's all I have for news. How about that?
One more thing real quick, buddy. Feel like it's our duty to talk about what's trending. I'm surprised you missed this. One of your favorite topics, one of your favorite people, Mercedes Mone, was in the news. Couldn't get her off my timeline. Sean Ross Sapp, your good buddy. Sean Ross Sapp, shout out to him. Tweeted. Posted? X'd? I don't know. Mercedes Mone is expected to appear at AEW in March. Fightful Select and at Andrew Zarian have both learned. Okay. All right. She's AEW bound. The rumor was supposed to be announced this past week. They postponed the announcement for certain things. So, Marcus, you're a big Mercedes fan. What can we expect in Mercedes in AEW?
Oh, man. Well, for starters, I think the hope is that she brings ass to the seats, right? We see the numbers, the declining numbers of, attendance at these AEW events, and it's not good. Not good at all. And something has to change there. And hopefully Mercedes Mone will be the case. I mean, she is a star. And I think the biggest thing that actually she will definitely bring, without a shadow of a doubt, I think, is star power. And, whereas much as like, I love Adam Copeland, as much as we talk about John Moxley, Hangman Page, Swerve Strickland, the list goes MJF, the list of talent that they have there, right? Tony Storm, it goes on and on and on.
You want to keep going? You want to keep going and name names?
Right. But Mercedes Mone is the biggest star. Like, they lost Jade Cargill, right? That was their star. Mercedes Mone replaces that. That's what they need.
Okay. I don't know what to expect. It's just they have a habit of bringing WWE people in, get the huge pop, push them to the moon for a couple weeks, and then they just flounder around into Rampage and now Collision. Mercedes Mone is a different tier just because of hype alone around her, especially the way she left WWE. I'm curious. I mean, I want to get my hopes up, but I've been let down in the past. So we'll see what they do with her. I'm not expecting much. I think the ratings bump will be there. I think the ticket bump will be there, especially going into Revolution, right? That's the name of the pay-per-view. Her big debut. Okay. Let's see what happens in June when your next pay-per-view happens. Can you ride that wave of momentum? Because you have a habit of riding it and then letting it dip.
Yeah, they do lack consistency. That's the big problem there with that. Floundering around, I think Mercedes Mone is too big of a name to flounder around, though. Like, how can you really mess that up? I feel like some people could point at Adam Copeland. He's been kind of not been the biggest draw that they thought he would be. But I feel like Adam Copeland is kind of treating this like when Messi went to Miami to play soccer in the MLS, treating it like a last hurrah. It's a retirement.
I like what he's doing. I like him, like these random fucking... The governor was here doing a shot of BCW one night. And like, is he going against Griff Garrison? These young guys getting, 10 minutes in the ring with a Hall of Famer Edge? Huge. Love what they're doing with them. Great matches. But yeah, it's not really progressing the story. I think they're supposed to be. He's trying to earn his way back to the TNT Championship. All right.
You're right. I think that Adam Copeland really just wanted to, have his last shine with Christian, put over younger talent, just do something new. I think, Adam Copeland has like 1 foot out the door, I think,
Mm-hmm.
not to say like, he's done, he's washed or whatever. He's not. But like, he's closer to retirement than Mercedes Mone is.
Yeah, facts.
Mercedes Mone is very much in the prime of her career. And honestly, too, I mean, it does elevate the women's division. Then some, like, it's already been like, fostering up to be a very solid women's division, and this totally elevates it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just now a matter of like, what do you do with this? What do you do with this shiny new toy? Probably the biggest, brightest toy you can get.
If you give her the Jade Cargill treatment, like treat her as a megastar, the face of your company, fantastic. But if you push her as this Mercedes Mone coming in from WWE, from New Japan, blah, 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 and then in 2 months' time, team her with Saraya as these outcast thing, if that's still a thing, okay, whatever.
Yeah, and like, there's so much they can do with her, man. And like, especially like, she does the whole acting thing with Mandalorian. She could go on these appearances. She could do all these things that they've been missing, right? Once Jade Cargill left, and bring more eyes to the product. That can help in so many different ways. It's just, they just have to utilize her right. And like, I don't necessarily know who's head of creative over there. I don't know. Is it all Tony Khan?
I have no fucking clue. I don't know what inmates has that pen.
I don't know. I wonder as well, like, how much did this cost? Mercedes Mone was asking for some Monet, if you know what I mean. And I don't necessarily know how much more they have left in the bank.
Don't know. In the Sasha Banks? Well, no. But that was AEW like the most profitable thing. They made money last year or something like that.
No, they didn't. They lost money.
What report was I reading? I have no fucking clue.
They lost a significant amount of money. I think like 30 plus million or something like that. They lost. I forgot what the exact number was.
You just mentioned The Mandalorian. Rest in peace, Carl Weathers.
Yes.
That was a shocking thing this week. Today, breaking news.
Right. Yeah.
Started The Mandalorian.
There is no tomorrow.
So you're done. I'm done. Ready to get into TV?
Absolutely, my man.
It's time for this week's TV Takedown.
Hey, Marcus, what was trending in TV this week? Busy week of TV.
Yeah, buddy. I mean, it was after the Royal Rumble, so like a lot of big stuff happened here. So Monday Night Raw, let's hop into that. Huge, awesome segment. Already ranked, I think, top 5 moments of TV programming in WWE for January. WrestleOps at WrestleOps, quoting Seth Rollins' promo to Cody Rhodes. Do you want the Hulk Hogan title? The Hollywood title? The one people who politic their way up to for? Or do you want the Dusty Rhodes title? The blue-collar title? Seth Rollins to Cody Rhodes. Buddy, we heard the promo. Lots of great points by Seth Rollins. Actually, it was very convincing to actually elevate that title more than probably he's ever defended it. Does Seth Rollins have a point in calling the World Heavyweight Championship the title to fight for at WrestleMania?
He made some good points. And it's the workhorse title because it's been one person who's held it, and that person has been a workhorse. I came out of that promo wanting, if I was Cody Rhodes, that solidified me wanting to defeat Roman Reigns. Because everything he said was true.
Why?
Everything he said was true. And plus, Roman Reigns barely defends it. He's not a fighting champ. Well, he defends it when he wants to, right? It's not a workhorse title. It's a title people get and then coast. Why isn't that title that? That's the WWE title. That is the title. You work for the WWE. That is the WWE title. No one grew up wanting to be the world champion. People want to be WWE champion. So if I was Cody Rhodes, I'm like, Cody, you're right. Now it's my turn to make that title this. Let me win the WWE title. Let me make that the world title. Let me bring that title back to prominence. That's the title I should go for. That's the title my father wanted. That's the title I'm going for. Let me restore that title to its glory that it once had.
Well, he kind of essentially said that on SmackDown, Cody. Talking about, why he wants Roman's title, right?
Yeah.
Again, for so many great points that Seth Rollins has said.
Great points.
I remember I was at the Royal Rumble with
You were?
watching the Royal Rumble. No, I wasn't at the Royal Rumble. I was watching the Royal Rumble with my friend Carson, and he was talking about Carson's the man. Congrats on getting second place in that poll, by the way.
Thank you.
Anywho,
what? Okay. By the way, me and you, I couldn't afford paying that money right now. $40.
Anywho, he was saying about like how it would just be so cheap if Cody went for that World Heavyweight Championship because it's just like such a secondary title to Roman Reigns, to the Universal Championship, right? But I feel like Seth, again, in that promo, man, he totally elevated up. He brought up the stature of that championship in one promo. I more so than any of his title defenses. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. That promo was fantastic. And now I'm going to tell myself what I told myself 2 years ago and write that down as maybe promo of the year. I'll start keeping that list like I told you about last time.
There you go. Yeah, that's a smart idea.
Everything he did to build the title up, and he made a great case. I was listening to that. I'm like, oh, wow, that would make sense. He's telling a great story here. But all that was knocked down by Roman Reigns' promo. I beat everybody in that tournament. So you want that? You want the secondary losers title? That alone wiped away everything Seth Rollins said. Absolutely. You got to go for the WWE title.
You think we're going to get at some point Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns here? I mean, like they took some massive shots at each other.
I would imagine so. When, where, I do not know. But he called him his little brother today. So I think that was a kind of little dig. So yeah, I think that might be something down the road. When? I don't know. Because they had a great match at Royal Rumble 2 years ago. Let's roll that back.
It wasn't even like settled via pinfall. It was a disqualification.
Yeah.
Right. So I feel like there was still some more juice in there. I would love to see title versus title for that. But then again, like there would have to be a definite winner, and then we have the combination of championships again.
2 years ago.
Yeah. We can't do that. Oh man, but what a match that would be, man! Like what a rivalry it would be. I would love to see that. But
do it maybe. Yeah, doesn't need to be title for title. Maybe it's like the one that you were Raw versus Survivor Series. They used to do Raw versus SmackDown. Maybe do that just for the pure enjoyment of that match for bragging rights.
But then we're talking about that Roman Reigns. We're talking about him essentially winning at WrestleMania.
True.
And him having the championship all throughout the year again. Mm-hmm. I mean, at this point, just have him beat Bruno's record. Have him go for it.
Well, in August, was it August or September? He'll break Hulk Hogan's record.
Yeah,
you're so close. You're so close.
Or is that the goal? Did they just really kind of want to erase Hulk Hogan? I mean, they're big fans of erasing people right now. Is that their way of doing it?
I don't think so. You can't fuck Cody 2 years in a row, dude.
Well, let's. We're getting closer to that. I'm dying to get to that. Let's move on here, buddy. Going to AEW. Okay, let's hop into this because I really want to get into Cody Rhodes here. We gotta talk about AEW right now. I mean, they have a big championship match coming up. Swerve Strickland, Hangman, Adam Page, Russell Pierce official next week. Swerve Strickland versus Hangman Adam Page, AEW World Heavyweight Championship, #1 contender match. #AEW Dynamite. Putty, who has a better chance of beating Samoa Joe, Hangman, or Swerve?
Swerve Strickland, yeah. Whose house? Swerve's house. Now Cody Rhodes. We want to talk about Cody Rhodes?
We're just skipping over this.
No, Swerve Strickland. I think he has all the momentum. Unless Cody Rhodes. Wow. Hangman.
Wow. Well, we're all over this.
Unless Hangman gets his title, gets his win back from that brutal match they had at the last pay-per-view.
That was disgusting.
I think the crowd's behind Swerve. The momentum's behind Swerve. I think everything's pointing towards Swerve. And I will say, full disclosure, I'm not a big Hangman fan. I've never been. I like the guy. I've never been a big fan of him. And Swerve has won me over last year, like you mentioned in the Putty Awards. So I'm pulling for a Swerve here.
Pulling for Swerve, I just don't think it's happening yet. Like, I don't see them taking off the belt off Samoa Joe anytime soon. If you bring Swerve Strickland in that matchup, it's to win.
Fair enough. Right? That makes sense. So Hangman can lose.
So Hangman can lose.
Why?
Because he's won it before.
Oh, okay.
And like Hangman is a top guy in AEW, so Samoa Joe definitely needs another top guy to beat to show that he's a badass champion.
Do we know their WrestleMania? Is it All In the London show going to be their big show of the year?
I think so. I don't know.
Do you hold off?
This is what I was getting to actually. Now, how crazy is it that we kind of just wanted to jump over this? it's WrestleMania season. We're in a road to WrestleMania.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Right
Come on,
now.
let's hurry up.
And it sucks for AEW. I feel like they could throw their biggest shot right now, even with Mercedes Mone, it won't even touch WWE right now. Would you agree on that?
What's your favorite season? Christmas season or WrestleMania season? WrestleMania season, yeah. I mean,
right.
The paraphrase.
I think every wrestler.
Wrestler and wrestling fans. This is a great time, and it did not start off with a limp. Did not start off with a okay Rumble. Both Rumbles were great. The whole show is fucking fantastic. A hot start to this fucking WrestleMania season for WrestleMania 40. Not 27, not 32, not some fucking random number. It's 40.
In Philly, our backyard, in a hot crowd.
Yeah, it could be New York, but whatever.
No,
Philly's the world title of WWE. New York is the WWE Championship.
Hunt that promo, Philly.
We're the Roman Reigns. They're the Seth Rollins.
No, but it is a hot wrestling crowd over there.
Oh, happy time, yeah.
But that's what's crazy about it. Like, we're taking AEW's time.
Is it still a hot crowd because people are coming from all over the world to dilute that crowd?
Fair enough. I do wonder how much. Anyway, but this is AEW's time. Here we are. We're so focused on WWE. It's wild.
I mean, not for nothing. Dynamite wasn't that great of a show this week either.
It wasn't, right? It fell flat.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been like they gotta work this out, man. Like it's
Although
falling flat on TV.
Let's talk about it. Let's throw the fucking thing out the window. I don't give a shit about the Young Bucks. Never did. Never care. Their matches come on. I fast forward them. I'm kind of digging this new fucking persona.
No, I like the persona. I think it's unique. It's great.
They have some stuff going for them. I like those segments. I like going, but overall, that show was kind of. Oh, maybe because I was still coming down from the hype that was the Royal Rumble. I loved it so much.
Maybe.
And to see this match where there's nothing going towards anything, because I still have to wait 2 months or 6 weeks now for a pay per view. Okay.
And I think TNA played it smart though. They leaned into it. They knew, we can't beat the big bad machine. Let's try to join in. Jordan Grace, get your ass in there. That was awesome. By the way, I love that. That was my favorite part of the Rumble, and she shined.
Were you surprised? Well, let's finish the story.
Yeah, no, totally. I was totally surprised, but that she was an entrant in a Royal Rumble.
Because I wasn't
surprised.
I wasn't. My stupid ass self decided to do what I always do. Let me go online. And the story broke online. I see Jordan Grace post a video of her home saying she's home to debunk rumors that she's at the Rumble. If she wasn't in the Rumble, she wouldn't feel the need to debunk rumors. She would let those rumors simmer. So when I started coming out, I'm like, fucking fantastic. TNA, baby. Let's do this.
She looked great. She looked like she belonged in WWE. She looked like a complete product.
Yeah, props to WWE for not sandbagging her because she wasn't Mickie James. No. They gave her time. They gave her opportunity to shine. And here we are talking about TNA.
No eliminations, though. I
thought she had one. Did she have one?
No, she didn't have any.
I thought she had one. Okay.
But AEW though, we have 40 seconds left to talk about AEW. Swerve Strickland and Hangman and Page.
How much time do I have to talk about TNA? Can we talk about TNA for a bit?
We got 30 seconds. Go.
Okay.
Is this segment even going to make it to YouTube? I don't even know.
There's so much I want to talk about TNA because now I bought the shirt. I'm so hyped about TNA. That's just such a different energy. 30 seconds now, right? Stupid. I see a lot of stupid things on the show. This might be the stupidest thing I've ever said, and it doesn't make any sense. And don't ask me to explain it. Nick Nemeth, I feel, is a great fit in TNA. I don't think he would have fit in Impact. Does that make sense at all?
No. I feel like you need more time to explain it, but which we don't have.
I can't explain it.
Let's circle back that go home thoughts.
Cody Rhodes.
Buddy, let's go to the main event here. Let's go to what everyone's talking about right now. Nearly broke Twitter. The Rock. For those that live underneath The Rock came back to SmackDown. Pretty much took Cody's spot. Cody actually handed his spot for Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful.com comments on this at Sean Ross Sapp. This isn't taking everything from Roman, which is a line that Cody Rhodes said that he's going to take everything from Roman Reigns. It's taking everything from Cody. Buddy, do you agree with that sentiment? Does this make Cody Rhodes look weak? The fact that he just handed off his main event title shot at WrestleMania 40 to The Rock.
Is it a title shot? Again, we still have 6 weeks, 60-something days before. We don't know. Cards subject to change. This match could happen in Perth. I don't see The Rock versus Roman Reigns.
He's
for the
not
title.
facing. He's not facing Roman Reigns at Perth. That's not happening.
As of
I
2
can
weeks
tell you
ago, it
100%
wasn't.
that's not happening.
As of 2 weeks ago, it wasn't.
You want to put money? You want to put down that $40 that you can't afford right now?
No, I can't afford it. I want it back. Oh, that's right. It's actually gone because I blew it on fucking Super Bowl boxes. But, yeah, I don't see it happening. You are correct. I do not see this happening. But if it's going to happen, why wait till after WrestleMania for this match to happen? You can't push it back to SummerSlam.
Right, which is weird because then he kind of blew the lead there. That means The Rock is going to lose unless
This
it's
match
not for the championship.
does not need to be for the championship. Either way, championship or no championship, Rock's losing. I just don't. Does not need to be for the title. Put the strap on Cody. Let Cody go into WrestleMania as champion. Come on.
But there's no way in hell they're going to go into WrestleMania without Roman with the championship.
Agree.
Right. So let's just
But
you're talking about
I'm
huge
talking about-
hypothetical. It's not going to happen. Let's punt that. Let's
No,
punt
no,
that.
I don't
Let's
wanna
talk about.
I don't want to punt that.
Let's
I don't wanna
let's
punt that.
let's
I'm
talk.
going to stand my ground.
Let's come back to reality. Come back to
I'm gonna
reality.
stand my ground.
Come with me.
So where does Cody defend it then? When does Cody get his championship opportunity?
He's going to face Seth Rollins. He's going to win a championship there.
No, but he picked Roman Reigns. He said, "I'm picking you," but just not at WrestleMania. That was the line that I stuck with. I'm going to take everything from you, just not at WrestleMania. So it means he's picking
Is
him.
it Raw? Is it Raw after Mania?
It's a SmackDown show. Maybe just I don't know. Again,
SmackDown after Mania.
I agree with your sayings. I totally agree with you. But if it's not Perth, then where? It can't be on SmackDown. Yeah, it can't.
Or
be
maybe it was just a mix of words. Hey, dude, Cody looked so emotional. He actually looked annoyed. Like I'm curious to know what did The Rock say to him. Like that was like a long ass whisper.
Yeah, he laughed. He got a chuckle. He smiled. I don't know. I do not know. I mean, I just can say that over and over again. I just don't know what's going on, and I'm loving not knowing what's going on.
Like we will never know what Undertaker said to Bray Wyatt, right?
No.
When he had that moment, we'll never know for obvious reasons, and then also Undertaker will never tell. I wonder if we're ever going to find out what The Rock said to Cody at that moment.
Maybe Cody Rhodes documentary part 2?
No, I don't think so. Because he said I'm not challenging at WrestleMania. It's not happening at WrestleMania.
But he's challenging Roman Reigns.
He said one day I'm coming for you. That could be SummerSlam. That could be Survivor Series. It could be WrestleMania next year. I don't know.
Can't be WrestleMania next year.
It's not going to be WrestleMania this year. We know that. That's a fact. It looks like it's going to be Cody versus Seth Rollins because that's a big money match.
I will put money on the fact that it's not Seth versus Cody.
Who's Seth facing then?
Whoever wins elimination.
There's not going to be elimination chamber for the men's.
Here you go. Money again. I'm fully. I mean, what else did you do? I understand what you're saying, but I'm not going that route. So I'm going to disagree with you here.
Who's Cody? Who's Cody facing WrestleMania then?
I don't know.
Cody's just going to be The Rock's manager? That's not happening.
No.
Is he going to be the host of WrestleMania?
Who's Cody going to
Like Gunther? He's going to win the IC championship?
I have no clue. I haven't had time to process this. I'm just worried about fucking when he's going to face Roman Reigns, and I'm thinking Australia, which doesn't make sense. But when else would he?
It makes zero sense. It's not happening.
You've said that before, and I've been right. So I'm going to just go on. I guarantee you, it is not Seth versus Cody WrestleMania. I will bet anything on it.
Then why have that long ass elaborate promo then? Why do that?
Don't know.
Why put it out there for that? It has to be that.
Okay,
then.
I don't think so.
And does this make Cody look? Let's go back to the original question. Does this make Cody look weak?
I don't think so. I don't think anything can make Cody look
think it
weak.
does.
I think he's just too big of a juggernaut right now. If he loses against Roman Reigns, he'll make him look weak.
I think this spot does make him look weak, and I think he knows it.
Okay.
The Rock apparently has been headstrong, and I love The Rock about wanting this match at WrestleMania. He got it. I thought the whole head of the table thing may have been a swerve that he was going to be the head of the board or on the board rather.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay.
But I mean, here we are. I mean, The Rock versus Roman Reigns. That's happening at WrestleMania 40 for the championship, not for the championship. Looks like most likely for the championship. Cody Rhodes. I do feel sorry for him. Because it seems like this whole thing with The Rock coming back just upended everything. And then especially with CM Punk, his injury, it seems like they may have done audible. Like, all right, Rock, let's do this.
I'll give you that. The CM Punk injury definitely puts Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins as the better option. Mm-hmm. But then what's the Elimination Chamber for? Who's fighting the Elimination Chamber for what?
Could be for Logan Paul.
No. You're going to have a fucking Elimination Chamber for a mid-card title? Maybe Rhea Ripley?
No, there's definitely going to be a woman's. There's definitely going to be a woman's one. That's confirmed.
Okay. And he had to put a men's now for Seth Rollins. That will die in that hill. So let's disagree with me. Waste 5 more minutes disagreeing with me. Fine. But
Cody, the winner of the Royal Rumble, main events WrestleMania.
yes, in history.
But that's always the case. If you give up your spot, then you give up your spot. It's not like I'm going to challenge you at SummerSlam in Sydney. That's not the case. You go on to headline WrestleMania.
Says who?
That's it.
It's
always been the case.
Yeah, but
it's
until it isn't. Rules change. They can do whatever the fuck they want. The winner of the Money in the Bank contract
Cody is
gets a
facing Seth
contract and a
Rollins.
championship whenever they want. Until all of a sudden,
it's a Money in a Bank match now. But
then all of a sudden,
contract?
somebody who won Money in the Bank fair and square loses it in a one-on-one match. Happened 2 or 3 times now. When did that rule come about? I think you're glib. Just sit back, relax, dude. Just sit back, relax. I like my story better. Makes it more exciting. Who's going to face Seth Rollins? I don't know. Let me watch a limited chamber at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins is a lock. Cody Rhodes is winning the World Heavyweight Championship. That's what I think.
Disagree.
That night 1, night 2, Rock versus Roman Reigns.
If you are right, I will leave this show.
Done.
Okay.
Let's bet on that.
Fair. Bet.
No
cap.
Okay.
Right?
It's on.
Did I just say that? No cap. Is that right? I don't fucking know.
Virtual handshake. Let's do it.
All right.
Boom. It's done.
Now hopes Cody Rhodes wins. You asked me a question a couple months ago. No, I'm not wrapping things up. You asked me a question a couple months ago. I forgot what event it was. Hey, buddy, if you were at the press conference, you have a question you want to ask? I watched this press conference. Sucked. The stupidest questions you can fucking ask. These fucking morons.
Are we talking about the Royal Rumble?
Yeah, and we had some friends in that room. They didn't get a chance to answer questions. I feel like if they did, they would ask the good questions. You can ask a question about Vince McMahon and then follow it up about the future. Like, it's the same fucking question, asshole. You get the same fucking answer. Props to Triple H getting 2 more questions. I have 3 questions off the bat that would have fucking killed. I need to be in that fucking room. These guys, just waste of questions. Stupid questions. Ask better questions next time.
Well, here's the thing. I feel like
at Royal Rumble, there's three questions sitting there for you to take, maybe 4, and you ask stupid questions.
Well, here's the thing. It's not necessarily stupid. The first question to Triple H, not stupid, had to be asked. But let me finish.
Fuck you.
When Triple H gave his answer,
The first question was Netflix or the Vince McMahon question?
But the Vince McMahon question. When Triple H gave his answer, everyone else should have taken note. He's not going to answer this question.
Thank you. Yeah,
it was followed up by 2 other questions, pretty much the same.
Thank you.
He read the room. He's not answering.
Oh my god, it's so pissing me off.
I don't blame the first person for asking Triple H that question.
You have to. That's a question you have to ask.
You have to ask it.
Props to him.
You have to ask it.
Great and well worded too.
But once Triple H gave that,
move on.
Give the answer back to him. You got to move on.
You're on the road to WrestleMania. There's so many more questions.
He's not going to break. You know Triple H enough. He's not going to break.
Anyway, enough rambling on. Marcus, any go-home thoughts for you, my friend?
Oh, man. So Super Bowl is coming up.
Yes, it is. Don't care.
You don't care?
I don't give a shit. I'll follow the Lions. Lions are out. I don't give a shit about the Chiefs. I follow this model, smoking hot model, and she's a diehard Patriots fan. She was born and raised in Boston. So she's, of course,
she's not for you. She's trouble, man. She's trouble.
Absolutely. She's a diehard Patriots fan, big Tom Brady fan. And she posted after the fucking championship game, oh, so now I know how you guys felt about the Patriots all these years. It sucks. Yeah, it does. We have another powerhouse in the AFC.
I'm a Mahomes fan. So I don't.
You're
mind.
a Mahomie?
I'm a Mahomie.
Okay.
I'm a Swiftie.
How?
I love this. What do you mean? How am I Swiftie?
No, Mahomie. Like, you're an AFC fan. He's dominating the AFC. You want to he's Tom Brady.
He's the best quarterback I've ever seen.
So is Tom Brady. You hate Tom Brady?
No. I mean, like, I respected Tom Brady, but like Tom Brady,
but you hated him.
He was in our division, though. That's different.
So you don't mind Mahomes beating you if the Jets hell freezes over, and for the next 3 years you're in the AFC Championship like Sanchez, and he defeats you every fucking year.
I would start minding it more. Yeah, but I know. But hear me out though. Like when the Jets were actual contenders, I was a Peyton Manning fan. I was a huge Peyton Manning fan. But yeah, he's beaten us plenty of times. We've also beat him some.
Yeah, but Peyton Manning wasn't winning Super Bowl, going to the Super Bowl 45 years in a row. He wasn't dominating the division.
He was dominating, but the Colts, yeah, you're right. As a team, they didn't necessarily win as many Super Bowls as Tom Brady. Like again, I think maybe it would have been different if Peyton Manning was in the same division as the Jets. I would have felt differently, you know. We see him 2 times a year, sometimes 3. My feelings would be very different then.
Okay. So who are you pulling for?
Oh, whoever's going to win me money. So, I was thinking San Francisco. They're the favorite by 2 points. I was thinking of taking them.
2
but
points?
I follow. Yeah, I know. I follow this guy on TikTok who does these Madden simulations during the playoffs. And like every single video I've seen so far, like the points have covered, right?
Okay.
And so he just did one where Kansas City won the Super Bowl, and I'm just like, fuck, that kind of changes my bet a bit. So now I don't know. Now I'm a little thrown off. I was very confident in going to San Francisco by 2 points, and now I'm a little thrown off.
Okay. Again, this happens.
Are you even watching?
Some good commercials, apparently. I'll probably watch. But that happened 4 years ago, 2020. And the Chiefs won. So now I've seen people saying the 49ers have to win to break the curse.
Right. So we have Biden, Trump as well.
Exactly. That was too, yeah.
The election, right?
God damn.
Are we going to get 2020 part 2?
Fucking hope not. Fucking hope
No,
not.
I can't survive that. I can't do that.
So the last 2 years, I'm not a big gambler like you are. I'm not going to bet $50 in hopes to win 10. So when I make a bet for $50, I'm only betting $50 if I'm winning several hundred. What does that mean? I have to pick the fucking random ass bets. That probably won't happen. So last year, I think it was last year, I bet like both quarterbacks throw for like 300 something yards, and these people catch like 2 touchdowns or a touchdown. Dude, I was 3 for 4. My friend who was with like, oh, dude, you got this. They throw an interception. So that's the kind of bets I'm going to look into. I'll put $50 on a random bet. I'm not going to bet $50 to win 20. I want to bet $50 to win 500. Whatever the bet is, I don't give a shit.
I did a parlay last week actually on both games. It was a 7-leg parlay. I only put $10 on it. It actually all hit. I won over $200 for it on a $10 bet.
That's not bad. Good job.
No, thank you. I was pretty proud of that one. I didn't even talk to my wife about it. I was just like, because that's nothing. She always asks, like, oh, what do you have money going on? So I don't mention those $10 parlays that I do because it's just like chances are they're not going to hit. Mm-hmm. And I was getting closer and closer. I'm like, this could happen. And then finally did. I'm like, so guess what just happened? Guess what I just did? Very pumped about that. Hopefully I have the same fortune for the Super Bowl.
Hopefully.
We'll see what happens here. I'm very torn about this. That whole TikTok thing messed me up.
And also, I don't give a shit about Usher, too.
Really? You're not an Usher fan?
I mean, I like his songs, but I'm not going to be like so excited to watch the halftime show.
Love Usher.
Okay.
Who would you have wanted?
Garth Brooks.
Who would you be excited for? Oh, fuck off.
Garth Brooks. Toby Keith. Luke Bryan.
Oh my God.
Britney Spears.
Okay. Now you got some.
Megan Thee Stallion.
I'm not a big fan.
Marcus, where can people find you on social medias?
You can go to my website, yourfavoriteactor.com. All my social media links are in there, along with Shot of Wrestling. And for that matter, follow us at Shot of Wrestling, all forms of social media. We're also on YouTube. Subscribe to us on there. And for whatever you're listening to us from, watching us, whatever, give us some reviews. Let us know how we're doing. Give us 5 stars if you think we deserve it. Help us bolster our page here. Elevate us to the next status here. We're what? Top 15 in our niche in our podcast?
That's right.
Let's get us in the top 10.
And we're not in the fucking press conference room.
Yeah, I know. It's wild. It's wild.
Huge shout out to Shane Fair, who listens and gives like a huge compliment in person. Thank you, brother. It meant a lot. Thank you for listening.
And
you get back
on
on
his
show
Facebook
soon.
Live as well. He gave a big compliment to us. So love Shane Fair.
Gotta get him back on.
Please. Yes, let's do that.
You're the booker. You tell me, boss.
I'm just part of the show.
Okay. And for those of you listening to this show, wherever you are, get your podcast. Thank you for listening. It means a lot to us. To me, it does. Not Mark Schwann. Mark Schwann, you're posting an interview exclusively on YouTube.
I do. I have an interview with Ruthless Lala.
She's still talking to you?
Interview. She is still talking to me.
I thought what you did to her?
Hey, she's cool.
Wow.
She's cool with it.
Props to her.
We good.
Much love. Bigger
It's all
person.
Gucci.
Bigger person. Don't say Gucci. Don't say you're a 30-something-year-old man, almost 40. Don't say Gucci.
I can say whatever I want, man. That's what happens when you're Hollywood.
And you just winked at me. You're not even recording this. Why did you give me that wink? Very creepy. Very, very creepy. For Mark Schwann, I have been your host at Michael J. Putty. Until next week. Putty up.
Hey, baby, I hear the bell ringing, hip tosses and body slams. Oh, my. And maybe you seem a bit confused. Yeah, baby, but I got you pinned. Ha, 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 ha. But I don't know what to do when I see them with that golden case. They're cashing it in. Authority all in my face. What is a man to do? Good night, everybody.